You guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. So what I like to do is for you to take a minute to pause the video and focus on which deck is resonating with you. And we'll go ahead and start with deck number 1. All right, you have Judgment, Ten of Cups, Knight of Swords, Strength, Queen of Cups, overall energy, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Devil. All right, so feels like there is something significant in regards to an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, also possibly Capricorn. But I feel like there is some sort of an attachment that maybe you have with them, or there is some sort of karmic debt that you're having to deal with. And it looks as if there's an old situation that is going to resurface. I don't know. I kind of feel like someone is also being tempted or lured or seduced into something as well. Especially if, you know, you're in a relationship or somebody's in a relationship. So there's a possibility that someone is kind of dealing with temptation. I don't know, maybe there's somebody coming around, or you know, maybe there's something inappropriate going on, or you are unaware that, you know, you're actually seducing someone. Because I do feel like maybe someone has a family, and this could be a situation that has come up before, because it does look like, you know, this is something being rehashed. This is an old situation that is resurfacing. I mean, there's a possibility that there is a need to have some sort of closure. Feels like something could be going on with family. Now, it could be that there is an attachment to someone. Like you're always going to have to maybe deal with someone because you have a child together. And it's not so much that is, well, it depends on your situation. It's just that when something has like that karmic attachment to it, it can be difficult. It, you know, even if you do have like a good relationship, there's something about it that there are parts about the relationship that are difficult to go through. It also could be that your relationship is fine, but there is just someone in the family that you need to set boundaries with. It does look like maybe somebody or something has been locked away. Let's say it's not even a person. Maybe it's a bad habit that you locked away. I don't know what it is, but now is resurfacing or coming back to life. So there's also something going on with the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or or a Leo. Now, I don't necessarily feel like somebody is cheating, but there is temptation there. I do feel like someone is showing like some sort of self-restraint. I kind of feel like someone is also like a black sheep of the family. And maybe someone is needing to set boundaries with this person. Maybe this person's getting ready to come into your life or to come visit. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Soul Food, but there was that one family member who was always kind of flighty. She didn't really have stability. She was in and she was out. And then she did the unthinkable with one of her family members' husbands. So, yeah, I kind of get the energy of that person. I don't know if you have that type of person in your family. If you do, you might need to set boundaries with them if they're coming to visit or coming to stay. Also, aside from romantic relationships, there could be something that you're dealing with career-wise that feels like a burden. Maybe you feel like you are stuck at your current job or stuck doing something that you don't really want to do. But at the same time, you can't seem to find a way out. And so there's likely a lesson that you're having to learn, something that there's a reason why you're unable to get out of the situation. I do feel that once the soul learns its purpose, then, you'll be set free. Someone keeps having recurring dreams about something. It's like, why do I keep dreaming about this? Or why do I keep dreaming about that person? It does seem like maybe some sort of message is trying to come to you through a dream. Yeah. Someone is also maybe struggling with some sort of addiction, because I feel like somebody wants to escape. Somebody wants to indulge or just be lost in their own happy realm, but that is because they're trying to escape reality. So this, and it doesn't really even have to be like drugs or alcohol. But it's something like maybe someone is just suddenly watching like a lot of movies, or someone is getting lost in their books. I just feel like somebody wants to live in La La Land, and it's just like, let me just be in La La Land. I don't want to deal with the realities of this world or my situation right now. So if it's not you, it could be somebody around you, but I do feel like someone is just wanting to daydream and imagine and just be happy. Now, you also might receive some sort of good news, or it seems like a dream come true. I do feel like maybe there is someone coming to visit. There may also be some sort of good news in regards to your home or your living situation. Especially if you've been trying to get something fixed. It seems like you're able to get something fixed, or maybe you're trying to do some sort of renovation. And I feel like, you're excited about that. I will still be cautious of who you hire to do some sort of work. Make sure that this person has like the right credentials and that they're certified. Okay, so I feel like someone is also being triggered. Like maybe someone thought they were over, you know, somebody. It's like you've been healing and, you know, you were like, okay, I moved on. I'm good. And then something happens and you realize that you still have feelings or you still have some sort of desires or you're still in love. Yeah, I would be a little concerned for those of you that are in relationships. Like I said, I don't see anybody cheating, but it just looks like someone comes back into the picture that stirs some things up or maybe is, you know, testing the loyalty of you or your partner. It also could be reversed, like somebody thought they were over you and then they see you or they hear from you, and then next thing you know, they're in love again. There's a possibility that there's an earth sign that is still in love with you or vice versa. Spiritually, I feel like somebody is visiting from the other side. I feel like this person is watching over you. Maybe this person is wanting to protect you. The visitor, I feel like, is either a fire sign or an earth sign. Especially if someone lost their father or a male figure. Baby's father. Somebody might be keeping a secret from you, or maybe you are keeping something a secret. Either way, I just kind of feel that there are messages coming to you in a dream, or going back to like what I was talking about, somebody having a reoccurring dream. It's like something is trying to get your attention. Um, and I feel again like someone's insecurities are, or something is being triggered. There's an emotional trigger that's happening. Maybe all of a sudden you have fears of abandonment. Um, and then, like I was saying, that someone thinking that they were over someone or had moved on and realized that they're still in love. Maybe you've been trying to ignore an air sign or turn your emotions off for this person, but maybe this person shows up in your dreams and you're just like, I'm still in love with them. Um, it could be that someone is in your energy, but I feel like you've been trying to ignore clues, signs, or something that you've been feeling intuitively, like you've been trying to shut it off. And I feel like the signs are getting louder and louder, or something's getting louder and louder and more difficult for you to shut off or ignore. Mm. Someone is becoming more and more detached. Detached from life or detached from their reality. You may feel that you need to resist someone's indirect advances, flirtation. You might be aware that someone is trying to manipulate you emotionally, and maybe you're trying to, ignore that person, or it's like you're having to build up some sort of a barrier. It just looks like it's taking a lot from you to try to ignore this person. They're trying to get your attention. Someone also may be trying to get your attention in different ways. I do feel like someone has like a lot of tricks up their sleeves. They're like, okay, if they don't acknowledge me this way, I'm going to approach them this way. I'm going to keep trying until I get a reaction from this person, or until, whatever. So I do feel like there is someone trying to get your attention that you're aware of. You're just refusing to, or trying your very best not to get caught up in something that they're doing. There's also the possibility that someone is trying to use some sort of spell work, but you're protected, or you're doing protection spells, or maybe you're reversing something. Seems too like there's something that you're trying to manifest. I don't know what you're trying to manifest, but you're having, I feel like you're really trying to make this happen, whatever this is. Maybe you're needing also to have more courage, or to believe in what you're doing. Kind of feels like you're also wanting to say something to somebody, but you can't. I feel like there's a lot of people that will be calling you for some reason. I don't know. I feel like somebody is calling you. They have something to say. I just see like a lot of phone calls coming in, but it looks like it's from different people. Like different people are trying. They're like, let me call. Let me see if they'll pick up my phone. Let me call. So you might see like a lot of unrecognized numbers calling you, because somebody's trying to reach you. They're trying to get you to pick up the phone. Now, it could just be bill collectors, but it does seem like there are several people that are trying to call you or reach out to you. People might be, or somebody might be trying to get some sort of information out of you too, but you can't talk about it, or you can't mention something. And that's another reason why there's a struggle. It's like, oh, I got to be quiet. I want to say something so bad, but I can't. So there could be people that are trying to get some sort of information out of you. I don't know, what it is, or you're having to keep a secret for whatever reason, but yeah. All right, so that is all I have for deck number 1, and I'll be back with deck number 2. All right, let's go ahead and start with deck number 2. We have the 5 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, the Empress, overall energy, King of Wands, 9 of Wands, and Strength. All right, so in regards to a love situation, I feel like there is someone that is, I feel like there is someone who desires you, and this person is trying to resist you. They're trying to control whatever desires that they're having for you. But I do feel that this person is being pushed. It also could be that there is some sort of mutual attraction between the two of you, but for whatever reason, there's resistance. And I feel like, you know, you're trying to shut down those feelings, or the both of you are trying to shut down those feelings, or block out any type of temptation, thoughts, desires. There are a lot of hidden desires, fantasies that maybe you're trying to keep secret, or they're trying to keep secret. And I feel like this is someone who is like thinking of you though, and they're trying to figure out what to do with these feelings that they're having for you. Something is very confusing, or the situation is very confusing. I feel like something isn't black and white. And again, with secrets and someone keeping something to themselves or keeping something from you. It's like wanting to talk about something, but just you can't, or they can't. It also feels as if someone is kind of like, you're not going to hypnotize me. Like, I see what you do, or I see how you do these things. And they feel that you're trying to, you know, hypnotize them or influence them in some way. And maybe, you know, you do have that effect on people, even if you're not trying. Like, something about your energy is just very hypnotic or mesmerizing. And it does seem like you're able to get what you want, or attract what you want. Now, of course, one of the reasons why I see someone trying to resist these urges is because of a relationship. And someone is just like, I'm in a relationship. I can't look at this person in that way. For others of you, it's something else. It's, I don't know, like it's off limits. Something is off limits. You also might be having dreams that are trying to prepare you for the future. I kind of feel like it's a premonition that you might end up having. Now, as far as your creativity, I feel that you're being pushed to be creative, especially if you're a creative type. but maybe you have been dealing with some sort of creative blockage. I feel like you're needing to break through that. You're needing to do something that maybe makes you feel uncomfortable in order to break out of this block that you're having. I feel like you're going to have a vision, or it's like this vision comes to you and you're like, yes, this is what I need to do. And you get to bringing this vision together and creating it. Even if it's not artistic, it might be like a business idea. It still involves creativity. Whatever it is, though, it's like the universe is urging you to get out of your comfort zone and just do it. I feel like you're going to be very passionate this week. But for whatever reason, you might be trying to cover up or conceal what you're capable of doing. You might not be ready for people. You might not be ready for people to see you for, what you're capable of doing. Or maybe you have like a business plan or a business idea and you're like, I'm not ready for people to see it. Like maybe you want something to be perfect before you reveal your business or business plan. But I do feel like somebody has some sort of talent. Someone is just very talented and creative, but they're hiding it. There may be a fear of also blocking your blessings, or there may be a need for you to have an open mind as well, or like you're needing to look at something from a higher perspective. It's possible that you're closed-minded about something, and that could be what's preventing you from progressing or moving forward with something. Or it also could be that there's a fear of judgment or feeling that people are too closed-minded for you to share something that you know how to do. Yeah. Well, if this is you, I feel like you're needing to open your mind, and it does look like that's what you do. You're like, okay, let me, look at this with an open mind. For some of you, I feel like somebody is coming into your life to light up a path for you, or it's like they came to ignite something within you. I feel like someone is trying to ignite your creativity or ignite your independence. If you've been too codependent in life, too codependent on a job or something, I feel like this person is coming into your life to push you out of that. And in a sense, it's kind of like boosting your ego as well. I just see somebody coming into your life to basically light your fire. They're a catalyst for something. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you could also be dealing with a Taurus, Libra, or someone with Venus and Scorpio. For some of you, I feel like it's meant for you to be like a leader. If not to lead other people, then to at least lead yourself. But you've got to believe in yourself. You got to have the confidence. I feel like something also may have happened in the past where you were very confident at first. You had thick skin, and then something happened that made you doubt yourself or have insecurities. And I feel like you're going to come out of that. Sometimes I feel like you're in denial of things, or you don't want to admit something to yourself. Some of you are also trying to hide or conceal your emotions, like you're not wanting to come off so vulnerable. You might be coming off a little confusing to people because you're covering or trying to hide your vulnerability. I feel like somebody wonders how you feel about them, and they're waiting to see if there's a mutual attraction, or maybe this person reached out to you and they're just like waiting for your response. Somebody is also wondering if they're crazy. They're like, am I crazy, or do I feel something there, or is something there between us? So I kind of feel like somebody wants to know if what they're feeling is their imagination, or if there is some sort of mutual attraction. On a negative side, I kind of feel like somebody's trying to send you the evil eye, but it's like you're protected. Somebody also might be scared that they're pregnant or about to go into labor, but they're afraid of what it's going to be like. So it might be like a first time pregnancy for somebody. I don't know. I just feel that something is pushing you out of your comfort zone, or like something is meant to be uncomfortable. Your situation might be becoming more and more uncomfortable until you do something about it, until you make some sort of change or take some sort of action. The universe might be nudging you to do something. The love situation, something is taboo. Something is forbidden. I feel like someone is lusting and they are trying so bad to control it, but it's making it worse or more intense. Somebody might be bringing out your primal side. Maybe you're normally very reserved or conservative, and someone is bringing out that raw animalistic side of you, or they're about to. So someone is awakening like your inhibitions, things that you only imagine. It's also possible that somebody just likes to write erotica, but has been too afraid to do it. But somebody might go ahead and start doing that. I don't feel like someone is necessarily married, but I do feel like maybe somebody is in a relationship. Also, your love life may have something to do with like a family member. I don't know if you meet them through family or at a family gathering, or in like a family group. It feels like somebody's been suffering from anxiety because they're trying to ignore what they're feeling. But like I said, it's just becoming more and more intense. I feel that somebody might start popping up in your dreams, or something about your dreams start getting very intense. Also, whoever's in a relationship, somebody might be trying to cover something up that's going on in their relationship, and just trying to continue to paint a pretty picture, to protect the relationship, to protect criticism. There is something significant in regards to Scorpio energy. I feel like somebody is trying to hide or shut down a secret, trying to just bury it, but it's like this secret won't go away. Kind of feels like someone is also going to hide a secret in something creative, like in someone's artwork or a song. Like someone is putting like little gems in their songs. In regards to spirituality, it just seems like there's a spirit around you, a fire sign spirit. Maybe it went away for a while, but I feel like it's coming back or it's returning. I don't know if this is, an ex-lover or if this is a family member, or a friend, but it does seem like there's a spirit that's visiting. It might only be in dreams, but just pay attention to any unusual things that are happening in your home. Something about your love life is very karmic. Yeah, there definitely seems to be a fire sign in your energy. I feel like this person watches you, or they're waiting to hear from you, or they're anticipating pursuing you. There is someone strategizing and being very analytical about how they're going to approach you. Yeah, somebody wants to have a whole plan in place, and they want to be able to rebuttal in case you try to block them or say no to them. They're trying to already have like a plan A, B, and C. They're like really trying to figure out how they're going to approach you. You you seem to have some sort of a vision and not really know how to achieve this vision, but it's like you're putting a lot of thought into it, and I feel like you're going to take some sort of initiative to make it happen. It's something that you really want, but you haven't figured out how to get it. I see you being driven by passion, and feeling just very motivated and very confident after something clicks. And you're like, I know exactly what I need to do. So, like I was saying, something about you getting a confidence boost or ego boost. Something happens where you suddenly don't care what people think, and you're going to go out and do something that you've always wanted to do. I see somebody like starting a business or becoming like an entrepreneur. Maybe people have said that you can't do this, whether it be because of your age or just because you were doing something completely different before you start talking about doing XYZ. But I feel like ultimately you're going to step out on faith. You're like, I don't care. Like, this is what I really want to do. In a love situation, I see a lot of secret admirers that you're ignoring. Whoever approaches you needs to have thick skin, or they need to really be assertive. I feel like you ignore passive advances. I feel that there's a spirit around you telling you to finish something. It's like, don't stop now. Finish what you started or keep going. So I feel like there is some sort of spirit that's rooting for you or cheering you on. Also pay attention to wherever Venus is in your birth chart, because I feel like Venus is being highlighted for you. Like you're needing to pay attention to that area of your life. So whether Venus is in your second house, fourth house, eighth house, 10th house, I feel like you're needing to focus on that particular house. All right, so let's see what messages there are for deck number 3. You have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Nine of Wands, overall energy, High Priestess, Nine of Cups, and the Tower. Kind of feels that you are kind of making peace with some sort of changes or adjustments that came up in your life. It feels like maybe you're in the middle of rebuilding your foundation internally. It's like you had an awakening or some sort of realization. I feel like you're also making peace with the things that you can't change or things that are beyond your control. You're just like making peace with it. Or maybe you're realizing that's the secret to happiness, is more so about going with the flow of things as opposed to trying to impose your will on certain things. Not saying that you can't manifest, but it's more so this might be a situation where it's like you can't manifest everything. Like this, certain things are just like needing to play out, or certain things are just meant to be. And you know, this is one of those moments where it's just better to sit back and allow things to flow organically. Feels like you are also having a secret, or someone is keeping a secret from you. Feels like you're currently in a dark about something, but whatever is in the dark is going to come to light. I don't know what position the moon is in. Not position, but phase. What phase the moon is in right now. But I think it's getting close to being a full moon. I don't think the full moon has come yet. I just know I looked at the moon a couple of nights ago and it's really big, so it might be getting ready to become a full moon. And I feel like with the full moon, some sort of secret is coming out. Again, with the dreams, I just see dreams. A lot of things coming through to you in dreams. Even if you don't normally dream, maybe you're going to remember something. I feel like whatever little fragments of your dream you can remember, just still document it and put it on a back burner, because it might make sense to you further down the line. I'm getting something in regards to your birth wheel or your natal chart and how something is getting ready to play out during some sort of transit. Something will bring you a sense of fulfillment, emotional peace and fulfillment. It's kind of like an illusion, but it's just kind of like enjoying the illusion. In regards to a love situation, you know, I always got the good and the bad. Now, for some of you, I feel like there's going to be, it's kind of like falling in love. But it's like you don't want to fall in love or you don't want to have these feelings. I feel like some of you are going to try and stop yourselves from having feelings for somebody. And really, it might be the both of you. But you can feel the tension between the two of you. It's like the chemistry is there, the sexual tension is there, but it's like not wanting it to happen. Maybe there's a fear of being abandoned or scarred, you know, just hurt in some way, because that has happened in the past. So I feel that you're going to try and push someone away out of fear of being hurt. It also could be reversed if they do this to you. Could be a fire sign or a water sign coming towards you. If you're already in a relationship, it's a couple of things happening. Either you guys are having to work out some sort of issues as a couple, because it doesn't necessarily have to be a breakup, but it does still look like there could be something that comes to an end of a relationship, some sort of illusion. And it's like, I don't want this fairy tale to end, or I don't want to deal with the reality, but it's like you're being forced to deal with the reality of a relationship. If there are any hidden issues in that relationship, they need to be dealt with. I feel like there's also some sort of conflict within the family. I don't feel like it's anything major, but it does seem like there's some sort of friction with family. You might be irritated or frustrated with something you see on social media, especially Facebook, because usually that's where all the family members be at. But it could be something going on Facebook where you're frustrated with your family member because of something that they're saying or something that they're posting. You also might just in general be frustrated with someone who is pretending to have a happy life, and you know the truth, and you might be like, why are they doing that? Or why they, you know, they was just talking about a divorce and now they, you know, posting up pictures holding hands. Like, you know, something's going on where maybe you feel like frustrated because someone is creating an illusion. You know the truth, but someone is portraying that's, you know, something else is going on. You also might be frustrated because people are confronting you about something, and you're just like, just let me be happy. But people are just like bothering you. I feel like somebody is afraid to come around. It's possible that someone's family has made you feel uncomfortable, or your family has made someone uncomfortable. In general, you might feel the need to put up some sort of facade. Also, just, I feel like you're needing to overcome some sort of insecurities that you're having. I don't know if it's something that somebody says and now you don't feel confident. I feel like you've got to overcome whatever this lack of confidence is. So also in a love situation, what I'm seeing is competitive energies. So there could be two people competing for your attention, two people in love with you. I feel like somebody is also trying to transition from one relationship to another, trying to set up shop. So yeah, that might be the other thing that I'm picking up that is kind of negative. It's like somebody doesn't really like being alone. So they're what do you call it? Serial monogamous, where they just go from one monogamous relationship to the other. But the problem with that is they don't really give themselves time to heal, or they heal through just getting into another relationship. Some people, my personal opinion is to heal before you do that, but honestly, some people's charts are just set up like that. They're just living the cycle or the pattern that's in their birth chart. And that's why it's like certain people you might know and you're like, you just stay in a relationship. Like, when are you ever single? 1 minute they're telling you they broke up and the next week they're like, oh yeah, we're in a relationship. So and so. It's just like, what? When did this happen? But like I said, the part of that is because they are somewhere kind of like setting up shop, or they so happen to meet someone right before they break up. So if you are being pursued and you're single, I do feel like whoever this person is coming towards you is, making their intentions for you to be their next relationship. And they're trying to make sure that they're going to have like a secure relationship where they feel secure enough with you before they decide to completely cut off the other person. You might be unaware of how profound you changed someone's life, or the profound impact you had on someone. I feel like someone is going to be testing your trust issues, whether romantic or not. Someone is testing your trust issues. I feel like there is someone who misses you and wants forgiveness. I feel like this person, they don't like the way things ended between you and them. Yeah, so I feel that there is an illusion that is going to be shattered. There's also the possibility of you being a catalyst, being the catalyst for an ending. This really makes me feel like there is someone who is like just running to you the minute they go through a breakup. Like they've been waiting for this so that they can come into your life. You aren't going to trust them. You're going to be guarded or defensive or feel like you don't want to be somebody's sloppy seconds. I feel like there's also just some sort of a shakeup in your home or your household, or some sort of unexpected guest or changes. Feels like your schedule is going to be disrupted. For some of you, I feel like you're going to get frustrated with a friend or a family member, especially a sibling or a cousin. I feel like you're going to get frustrated with this person. It also looks like there is a relationship that's supposed to be platonic that starts to get really uncomfortable, because like some sort of sexual feelings or attraction is developing. Getting the name Lewis for somebody. So if someone's flirting with you, I feel like they're doing it the best way they know how. Their way of flirting might be a little frustrating. Somebody's just trying you. I feel like someone is also suffering from some sort of aches and pains, either achy leg or achy arm or both. You might be afraid of your destiny or afraid of what happens next. Seems like you don't trust the universe. You're like, I don't trust the universe. Like you want to let go, but at the same time, you're holding back. There's also a possibility of feeling conflicted, like someone is your destiny, but you're like, no, it's not. That's not true. I'm just making that up. Like, it's like this argument, internal argument that you're having, where you do believe that someone is your destiny or your soulmate, but you don't want this to happen. You don't want it to play out. It's like you're in denial, or maybe you thought it was going to be someone else. I feel like you're dealing with a lot of emotions. They're fighting each other. Also, whoever is trying to control how something plays out, I feel like is going to feel disappointed because they have no control over it. Or it's like, this isn't what I planned. This isn't how I wanted to play out. Yeah. But for the most part, I'm getting that, you're having trouble trusting the process with something. All right, so hopefully this helps. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.